Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to this Theory Tuition series where I'll lead you step by step through the ABRSM Theory grades. There's lots of resource available to you to help you. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find lots there to help you. There are some free PDF information sheets like this. They're available in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of the series. Everything you need to know can be found within these sheets. There's also a page which links to my YouTube video tutorials. You can find all of my videos there. And you can also access information about the books that I have available. If it is that you're working towards actually taking this exam, I've written a book, How to Take Your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam, and then also how to best make use of the time when you're actually in the exam room, sitting the exam paper. So if you go to sharonbill.com, it's all there. If you give me a like, that would be fab. Subscribe to my channel to keep updated. I really love working through music theory and I hope that that's contagious. I hope that you're enjoying it too. And so we're cracking on with the Melodic Minor and Harmonic Minor scales. Sorry, a bit of a choke there. Harmonic Minor scales. And we're going to crack on to page 20 in your workbook. And we're going to have a look at exercise 6. We'll be making a few more attempts at these exercises in the various minor keys. Don't worry, this section isn't the end of it. Later on in the book we get another crack at it, so there's lots more revision available still. So turn in your sheet to section F so that you can just quickly find all of that information that we've been using. And so really it's just a matter of applying this same information in the various ways, just reacting to whatever the question asks us. So let's see what exercise 6 requires. So exercise 6 has asked us to write the key signature. So this time we need to actually write it as a key signature at the beginning. We need to write out the given rhythms. And they've asked us, do not use any unnecessary accidentals, however you will have to add some. That's just a little clue, don't write the key signature and then write it as accidentals as well. But you will have to watch out for your raised sevenths or your raised sixths and sevenths. So let's just ease into this. And let's do what we can do without actually switching our brains on first of all. Let's just map out what we're doing. You need to be careful, keep your eyes peeled. Which clef are we in? So you start on the right note. Which scale form, and is it ascending or descending? So we're starting on a G ascending, so we need to start pretty low to give ourselves an octave without running out of space. So I'm going to start there, and then as long as you keep going space, line, space, keep it aligned as well, and that way you won't lose track where you are and get carried away or run out of space. I'm going to do the stems now, just before we have to get our thinking caps on. That went a bit wobbly. So these stems will have to ascend because this one is kind of outnumbered by these. However, now the stems can turn down. Don't forget the dot. So that's all kind of the nuts and bolts in place. So it's asked us to do the key signatures. So G minor, if we just refresh our memories, is related to B flat major. So we need B flats and E flats in the key signature. We're in the treble clef, so B flats and E flats. Now we know we've got room, we can put the time signature in. Okay, now then the ascending version, if you remember, has the raised sixth and seventh. The melodic minor ascending, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 need to be raised. Now at the present moment that E is actually an E flat, and so we definitely need to add a natural sign to cancel that. And then our seventh is a natural, so to raise that by a semitone, that needs to be sharpened. There we go. So, bearing in mind what we've just had a little go at there and the previous material in the previous exercises, have a go at these next few exercises yourself. Doesn't matter if you make a few mistakes. Make sure you're only ever writing in pencil. Keep your pencil nice and sharp, and that way it's neat. And then when you're ready, you can re-access into the video and we'll work through those together. So I'm hoping that you've had a little go at that yourself. Doesn't matter if you go wrong. You always learn by your mistakes. So we're going to do a descending version starting on C sharp. So I'm going to just start here on this middle C. I won't worry about the sharps or anything yet. Oh, I need to call that in. So just come down in step. And we've finished on a C, so I know I've not gotten wrong anywhere. I'm going to do the stems now. By all means use a ruler. I'm just trying to be quick. There we go. So C sharp minor is related to E major if you look on your PDF sheet. So we've got F, C, G, D. You have to keep your key signature sort of tall and thin. If it spreads out too much, you've no room left for your time signature. So keep it tall and thin so that you don't kind of take up too much room. So now that C sharp minor key signature is correct because we've got our key signature changing those to the C sharp tonics. We now need to just now make it the harmonic minor form, which means we must raise the 7th, and so this B is a natural and we'll raise that to a sharp, and there we go, job done. Let's press on. Once you get the idea of how to follow the simple steps, they're not actually that difficult, and do perhaps make use of that video that's in the card you'll find about the circle of fifths that helps you to how to work out all of these key signatures, and then it's easier to remember what your actual key signatures are. And do look at the Scales Explained video. You'll also find that in the cards where you can see these being explained to you, the construction of how it works actually at the piano, so you can visualize what it is you're actually doing here in written form. Okay, so we've got F sharp harmonic minor ascending, so I've started low and gone high. We'll just do the stems. Oops, that's very untidy. More haste, less speed. Stems can come down now. So F sharp minor is related to A major, so it's got a key signature of F, C, G sharps. Now we can have the time signature. And then the harmonic minor form just has the raised 7th, so this 7th note here, E, becomes sharpened. There we go. Make sure I'm following the correct pattern. So we're going to do B harmonic minor descending, so I need to start on a high B, so we can come down. So there's the bass clef B. And I finished on a B, so I know I'm right. Let's do the stems. I think we'll flip this one now, and they have to go up there. Okay, so we need a key signature now. So B minor is related to D major, so we need F sharps and C sharps. We can now add the key signature, the time signature. Now we've got room. And the harmonic minor, if you remember, just needs the raised 7th, and so this 8/7, make sure we're counting backwards because we're descending, is raised. Let's crack on. So we're on a C melodic minor scale. We're going to be descending, so we need to start high, and that way we're not going to run out of space. And I've finished on a C, so now I've not gone wrong anywhere. Double check it as I put the stems on. There we go. So C minor in both forms is related to E flat major, so we've got B flats, E flats and A flats. Now we know we've got room, we can fit the time signature in. Now the melodic minor form, as we descend, uses the notes of the relative major only, so there's no need to add any more accidentals. That's done. So this last one, let's just plough through this one. So we're on F, melodic minor, we're ascending, so we need to start on a low F, just starting aligned here, so we know we're going to stay in step and not make any mistakes because we've forgotten where we're going. Easily done. Okay, I'll flip the stems now. Okay, so F melodic minor is related to A flat major, so we want B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats. Now we can pop the time signature in. And the melodic minor ascending, if you remember, has to have the raised 6th and 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our 6th, there's our 7th. Now this 6th is a D flat at present, so we need to add a natural to raise that. And the 7th is an E flat at present, so we need to raise that by adding a natural sign to make it raised a semitone. There we go, that's that. That's the end of this section. However, we will get some more revision of this in a couple of sections later, so don't worry, that's not quite the end of this subject. We're going to get another crack at this. If you feel like you're really not sure, by all means do rub out and have another go, but we will get some more attempts at these later on. I do hope that's been helpful to you. If you can give me a like, that'd be really encouraging to me, and subscribe. There's loads more to come. And do go to sharonbill.com. There's lots there to help you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.